Hi everybody, Big Al here at CRS, Nashville, Tennessee for Country Music News International, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. We've got movers and shakers in country music, and I've got one right here with us right now. He is Caleb Montgomery. It's great to have you on Country Music News International.
Great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, it's my pleasure, and I'm sure it's going to be the pleasure to hear about your music adventures here to all the audience. So what's going on with you right now? Tell us.
Everything's been moving super fast. We came out and recorded my first single December, and since then everything's just been hammered down, moving at the speed of sound, which is one of my songs. So that's pretty much been life lately, is back and forth to Nashville. I'm currently based out of California, way up north, small cow town called Susanville. So I grew up on a ranch up there. A lot of the music that I write and sing has to do with that, my lifestyle, and the stories and experiences of me and my cowboy buddies.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's great stuff. I didn't know well, I guess I did know there's a lot of cowboys in California, but...
Yeah, California is one of the cowboy capitals, believe it or not. A lot of people don't know it, but it's true.
Really? I didn't know that myself.
Yes, sir.
So what's the single?
Single is Whiskey Talks, and that came out on December 15th.
And it's to radio, and can you get that on downloads now? Is it out to the public?
Yes, you absolutely can. Okay. That's available on all streaming platforms. Go ahead and give that one a listen. And then upcoming is Food Stamps Don't Buy Flowers, my debut album.
Your debut album. Let's talk about the single first. Let's talk about the song out right now. It's Whiskey Talks. Kind of describe that to us, you know. I mean, yeah, I know what it means, you know. You drink a few shots and then you're out talking to everybody and you kind of get a little rowdy, but is that what it's about?
Yes and no, it's all about that, you know. The song is pretty much about how during the day, around people at work, we're quiet, we're respectful, we're gentlemen, we're cowboys.
Yeah, sure.
That's what we are. And then at night when we all get together after work and we're cork comes off, then we start to talking about the things that you don't really get to talk about in other situations, from the one night spent in jail, the bronc that put the buckle on your belt, to have I ever told you how my dad died stories, and everything in between.
So have you ever spent a night in jail?
I have not.
Really, I have. So I know what that's like. You know, that's back in the younger days, folks. But, you know, it sounds like a really great song. I wished I would have had the time to go check that song out. Do you have a video with it?
I do not.
But I'm hoping that you will, maybe.
We are working on it currently.
I already figured that, because that'd be a great song for a great video. So the album, tell us, what's it contain? Of course, Whiskey Talks, of course, but what's the album
Yes,
contain?
A remix and remaster of Whiskey Talks. And then along with that, you're getting a lot of the western side of country music.
Oh, I love that.
With a meta-modern twist, which I think is really cool. We're bringing back some old Texas two-step and Merle Haggard style stuff, Conway Twitty style stuff, a couple of my big inspirations.
Oh, wow.
And then some old bluegrass, some old-timey music, which I think is really cool. And like I said, we're throwing a meta-modern twist on that. And so that's combining the fiddle, the flat-picking guitar, the mandolin, all the traditional stuff that I grew up on and that you don't see a lot of anymore, and putting that funky tone and all kinds of cool stuff in there that really sets you back in your seat and makes you go, whoa, what was that?
I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try to pull something else out of him right now when I tell him this. So, I've played bluegrass all my life. I've traveled and toured and got into radio, but bluegrass. Name me a good bluegrass song that's on that album. You said bluegrass. Or something close.
One of my favorites that plays off of the bluegrass roots is called Ponderosa Pines, and it's a conversation between that crying fiddle and the mandolin that brings it up in those little breaks. And I feel the song, I wrote it on a bus to Hays, Kansas, back when I was going to college out in Nebraska. So it really shows a lot of what home is like and what missing home is like. And then I mastered my instrument on bluegrass, so it has a lot of bluegrass inspirations.
Caleb, we're connecting pretty heavy duty right now, because I lived out in Nebraska and Colorado for a long time. I worked at a 50,000 watt station out there, KRVM.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big, big station, and we cover a lot of ground. But now I'm back home in Virginia, where I'm from. But sounds like it's going to be a great album. The single, Whiskey Talks, can't wait to get a hold of it. Your social media, tell everybody about where they can get you, and I know that's probably everywhere.
Yep, I'm available everywhere. TikTok, And Facebook is Caleb Montgomery. Everywhere else, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads is all Caleb Joel Montgomery. So go ahead and check me out over there. Be sure to get the first updates, doing all that, and check out what's going on my journey.
Great to have you on Country Music News International.
Thank you so much for having me, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, and you can get more country music news, not only on Caleb Montgomery, but plenty of other artists as well. All you have to do is go to, what is that? CountryMusicNewsInternational.com. I don't even know where I'm at. In Nashville, Tennessee, CRS, I'm Big Al. Thanks, everybody.